Welcome to Mad Fictional Media. Today we're looking at how the Cold War shaped sci-fi cinema. The Cold War era was a time of tension, fear, and uncertainty. It spanned from the end of World War II in 1945 to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. During this period, science fiction films emerged as a powerful medium. They reflected societal anxieties, technological advancements, and the geopolitical landscape of the time. The genre became a canvas for exploring the fears of nuclear war, alien invasions, and the consequences of unchecked scientific progress. It was a time when the imagination ran wild, and filmmakers used the lens of science fiction to comment on the world around them. In the late 1940s, the first wave of Cold War science fiction began to take shape. Films like The Day the Earth Stood Still, 1951, introduced audiences to the idea of extraterrestrial life. The film's message was clear. Humanity needed to change its ways or face dire consequences. The alien visitor Klaatu served as a warning. He represented the voice of reason in a world on the brink of destruction. As the 1950s progressed, the genre evolved. The fear of communism seeped into the narratives. Movies like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956, became allegories for the loss of individuality. The pod people, who replaced humans, symbolized the fear of conformity and the threat of a totalitarian regime. Audiences were captivated. They saw their own struggles reflected on the screen. The 1960s brought a new wave of creativity. Filmmakers began to push boundaries. 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968, redefined the genre. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece explored themes of evolution, artificial intelligence, and the unknown. It was a visual spectacle that left audiences in awe. The film's ambiguous ending sparked debates. What did it all mean? Was it a warning or a promise of a brighter future? Meanwhile, the space race was in full swing. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a battle for supremacy. This competition fueled the imagination of filmmakers. The Right Stuff, 1983, celebrated the bravery of astronauts. It showcased the human spirit's quest for exploration. The film captured the excitement of space travel, but it also highlighted the risks involved. As the Cold War continued, so did the exploration of dystopian futures. Planet of the Apes, 1968, presented a world where apes ruled over humans. It was a powerful commentary on evolution and the consequences of nuclear war. The film's twist ending left audiences stunned. It forced them to confront the reality of their own world. The 1970s saw a surge in post-apocalyptic narratives. A Boy and His Dog, 1975, depicted a bleak future where survival was a daily struggle. The film's dark humor and social commentary resonated with audiences. It was a reflection of the disillusionment of the era. The fear of nuclear annihilation loomed large. In the late 1970s, Star Wars, 1977, changed the landscape of science fiction forever. It was a space opera that captured the imagination of millions. The battle between good and evil resonated deeply. It provided an escape from the harsh realities of the world. The film's success paved the way for a new era of blockbuster filmmaking. As the 1980s dawned, science fiction films became more mainstream. Blade Runner, 1982, explored themes of identity and humanity. It raised questions about what it means to be human in a world dominated by technology. The film's noir aesthetic and philosophical undertones captivated audiences. It became a cult classic. The Cold War was nearing its end, but the genre continued to thrive. The Terminator, 1984, introduced audiences to a dystopian future ruled by machines. It was a cautionary tale about the dangers of artificial intelligence. The film's iconic line, "I'll be back," became a cultural phenomenon. It symbolized the relentless march of technology. As the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, the landscape of science fiction began to shift. The fears of the Cold War were replaced by new anxieties. The rise of the internet and globalization brought new challenges. Filmmakers began to explore these themes. The Matrix, 1999, questioned reality itself. It was a reflection of the digital age and the impact of technology on society. The legacy of Cold War science fiction films is profound. They served as a mirror to society. They reflected the fears, hopes, and dreams of a generation. The genre pushed boundaries and challenged conventions. It opened the door to new ideas and possibilities. Today, we look back at these films with a sense of nostalgia. They remind us of a time when imagination knew no bounds. They taught us valuable lessons about humanity, technology, and the consequences of our actions. The Cold War may be over, but the impact of these films endures. In conclusion, the science fiction films of the Cold War era were more than just entertainment. They were a reflection of a world in turmoil. They captured the essence of a time when the future was uncertain. As we continue to explore the unknown, we can draw inspiration from the stories of the past. The legacy of Cold War science fiction lives on, reminding us to question, to dream, and to imagine a better future.